So do we remember CK? I'm not talking about Charlie Kirk. I'm talking about CK, Colin Kaepernick. Remember him? Colin is right now. He's 38 years old. And he is in football. He said he's working. He still has a trainer. He still throws. He's still, doing his thing to stay physically and mentally ready, just in case the NFL decides to get his head out of his ass and say, hey, we're sorry for blackballing you and kicking you out the league just because you took a knee just to protest police brutality, and other things in the society. You took a knee. It was a silent protest. You didn't shoot the finger at us on national TV or turn your back and walk away or not come out at all. No, you just took a knee. You were there doing the singing of the national anthem. And boy, did that set off some shit. Yeah. So remember him, right? So this week, within the past few days, Daniel Jones is now out for the Indianapolis Colts. Another injury, season ending. I think, could be wrong, but so they went out and all the quarterbacks available, right? Even backup quarterbacks around the league that could have filled a spot, or they could have offered them a little more change to switch teams. So who did they go call? Huh? This guy, Philip Rivers, 44 years old. Yeah. Philip Rivers, 44, 6 years older. Hasn't played since, I think his last year was when Brady won the Super Bowl when he went over to the Bucks, Tampa Bay. So that was what, 2021? I don't know, shit up there. It's all these past 5 years just been a fucking haze to me anyway, okay? So, like a nightmare, blurred, dreamy visions and shit. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot about the NFL. See, it's always been about that. Let's put it right in your face. The same thing that Stefanski is whatever his name is in Cleveland is how over there and how they NFL treated Shedeur Sanders. A bona fide first round pick, maybe at minimum second or third pick in the first round. Bona fide, maybe first. But his dad was Dion. Prime time. Yeah, prime time. One of them flashy black boys. Oh, flashy ass, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Nick, one of them flashy ass, always flaunting with his rings and his diamonds and his hairdos and his celebrations and his, always running his jabs, backing up his shit. That kind, the kind they don't, that's if it's boisterous from that side of the house. Our side of the house is, disrespectful and, So, the NFL said, yeah, we remember, yeah, you were prime time. You gave us years of just fucking excellent cornerback play. Remember, when his dad was playing cornerback, offensive coordinators didn't even game plan for his side of the fucking field. They didn't even game plan for his side. We're going down the seam, down the middle, or if Dion was playing, left corner, we're going over to the right corner. We're going down that side of the field. That's how good he was. But see, he is a God-fearing black man. That's not enough. Even though he raised his kids under those principles and blah, 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 Shedeur's very respectful. You can see it in his sons and daughters. Very respectful. Very conscious of what the dad has taught him and how he raised him. Or him and the mother raised him. However, comes to Colin, nah, you can't be bending down protesting police brutality? No, 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 no. No, do you know how many owners are black in the NFL? I think there's one black partial owner. And I think if I'm not correct, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Magic, right? Don't he have some part ownership in the Washington Commanders? I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. But that's beside the point. I digress. So the thing is, this guy is 44, coming off the couch to play with the Indianapolis Colts, right? And this guy been blackballed, can't play no more in the NFL. Not because he disrespected, he was caught in affairs, he was, caught gambling, dealing drugs. No. Because he took a knee, exercised his First Amendment rights, freedom of speech. That's all it was. However, this is still allowed in America under the banner of First Amendment, freedom of speech, protected. That's still allowed. Enough said. It is what it is.